A comedy sketch TV show recently mocked BTS with racist and xenophobic jokes. An army across the world quickly mobilized in their defense. Let's get into it.
This past weekend, the Chilean comedy TV show Mi Barrio aired what was supposed to be a parody skit of BTS, but it immediately turned into blatant anti-Asian mockery. The sketch in question began with the BTS impersonators making an appearance on a fictional late-night show, and when the host asked them to introduce themselves, the guests took turns saying Kim Jong-1, Kim Jong-2, Kim Jong-3, you get the idea. To put things in context, Kim Jong-un is North Korea's leader who's been accused by the UN of massive human rights violations against his own citizens, and South Koreans have lived for decades under the threat of nuclear annihilation by their neighbors to the north. Going back to the sketch, the fake BTS members were then asked to say something Korean, and one of them actually dared to mock the language by making stereotypical gibberish sounds, which we won't even play in this video. And when the host asked him to translate what he had said, he replied with a smirk, "I've just been vaccinated against COVID." This added insult to injury as many people in Korea explained that the mocking noises actually sounded more like a racist attempt to mimic the Chinese language rather than Korean. So it adds another layer of disparagement by lumping together Koreans and Chinese, erasing their own individual identity and culture. Similarly, people in Korea pointed out that direct reference the show made to COVID was meant to associate Asian people with the pandemic and further single them out as the scapegoat. The local Chilean BTS army were furious after finding out about all of this and quickly made it a trending topic in Chile under the hashtag racism is not comedy, gaining the support of BTS fans all across the world. This disturbing situation comes during a time in which hate crimes against Asian people have been on the rise worldwide, which, as you all know, has prompted the movement Stop Asian Hate. Pandemic or no pandemic, Stop Asian Hate movement or no Stop Asian Hate movement, there's absolutely no excuse for these quote-unquote jokes of racism and xenophobia, especially in 2021. The show in the hot seat has since taken down that particular sketch from their YouTube channel, and its TV network, Mega, issued an apology on Monday that only added fuel to the fire. Parts of the statement in Spanish read, "Humor helps people deal with the difficult moments of the pandemic that we're going through, and we would like to express our absolute empathy to those who may have been affected by the segment and apologize accordingly." In other words, we're sorry if you felt offended. It's worth noting that their hollow apology was only posted in Spanish. One would think that they'd also post in Korean to apologize directly to the community insulted on their show, as well as in English to reach out to BTS fan bases worldwide, although this apology only came after the show's broadcasting company was flooded with thousands of complaints from outraged BTS fans and people speaking out against racism alike. Some of these people took to Twitter to voice their concerns, posting things like, "A person's culture and language should never be subjected to mockery and used as humor. Do not brand racist actions as comedy when it's clearly being used to mock and incite hatred and racism." This other person tweeted, "Anti-Asian racism is not comedy. Mi Barrio needs to be held accountable for promoting dangerous racist beliefs on Chilean TV. We demand an apology to BTS and the Asian community." And this Twitter user also had this to say, "There is nothing funny about racism, especially in a time where Asian hate crimes have been rampant around the world. This is disgusting." Many Chilean people also use social media to issue a more proper and heartfelt apology in the name of not only the people behind the show, but also of the country as a whole. We here at Clevver firmly agree with all these people speaking out against racism, and we can only hope that this will serve as a stern lesson to everyone around the world to be more mindful of our actions.
But while we wait to see how this story further develops, click right over here to see why Usher was recently in trouble for allegedly paying a stripper fake money, and then let us know your thoughts on everything we covered down in the comment section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. You can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.